Hello again everybody, and welcome to a very quick single mission in the DCS A-10C Warthog. I just wanted to take something up real quick, mainly to just maintain proficiency in the A-10. It's been a while since I've flown it, and I'm going to go for a single mission, one that I've never done before, surrounded. So I've got about, 5 or 6 left to get through as I tick these off, but this looks like it's going to be a short one, so let's get into the mission briefing. Now, close air support starting at 15:30 in the A-10, USA versus Russia and the Ukraine and insurgents. And the loadout, looks like an ECM pod, 4 total AGM-65Ds, 2 AIM-9s, a Lightning pod, and 4 CBU-105s. These are wind-corrected munitions dispensers, sort of GPS, well, kind of GPS, mainly INS guided versions of the CBU-97, so that works for me. Now, the situation, a platoon of M1A2 Abrams and attached JTAC call sign Finger are defending a small town at 44-29-54 north by 39-21-31 east, or right here on the map. And enemy forces have them surrounded and are preparing to advance on their position. Your objective is to defend Finger's position and prevent enemy units from entering the center of the town. And Finger, the JTAC, is going to be on VHF FM 30, so that's actually the default radio frequency, so it'll already be set up for us once we get into the air. Now, the objective, the platoon of M1, this is the same text, isn't it? Yeah, it's the exact same thing, so let's go ahead and go down to the weather. And of course, we won't be able to tell anything about the weather until we get into the air, but this is at the very least, we know that there's no wind. Takeoff time 15:30. Now, in the mission planner, let's see what we have here. It's an air start, and that's fine. I just want to get up and knock something out real quick. I wasn't even planning on recording anything this week, so this is just what I had in mind. Okay, I've got an IP Mazda right here at steer point 1. Now, that's going to be about almost 6 miles from the position, so yeah, that's fine. I'll actually, as soon as the mission starts, I'll just go immediately into a left-hand turn and hold out here, and that's, what, about 10? Yeah, about 10 miles from the friendly location. That'll allow me to look in there with the targeting pod as soon as stuff starts to unfold. Now, I don't have any enemy units listed on here, so it's just, okay, fly out there and hold, contact the JTAC, and then come back and land at Maycop. And the terrain is just rolling hills and nothing too notable about it. And altitude, where do I start here? Let me see. So 1640 above sea level, so it starts me out at low altitude. That's fine. I'll think about taking it up higher if the situation dictates. So that's about all we're going to get from the map. Now, the payload that I have right here, okay, it's the same one that was briefed. I'm going to reduce my fuel load a little bit. I'll put it down to about 80%. Because unless I were coming straight off a tanker, I would be a little bit lighter coming into a situation like this. And then chaff and flare, I'm worried. I always worry in these more about IR-guided SAM threats than I do radar-guided SA-8 or, even like a radar-guided Zeus 23. So I like to take more flare than I really need on these missions. So that works. And okay, 100% gun combat mix. And let me set 2 up with the same thing. Okay, 80% fuel. Load up on flare and combat mix. So, okay, I think that's about all that I need to look at here. So, I'll see you in the cockpit. Okay, picking things up, I'm going to put it into a left-hand turn and engage the low-altitude autopilot in the altitude hold mode, if I can reach down there and find it. Okay, there we go. Now, we'll go ahead and start to get things set up. Now, stand by.
Approaching our position from the west on hardball. Out.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, BTR platoon approaching from the west on hardball, or in other words, on a road, okay? Now, let me figure out where I'm at in the world right now. Okay, so the friendly positions will be back behind me. Actually, no. Yeah, that's right. Now, I need to, let me just get, this is the most incomprehensible way to have the TAD, or the way that I know to have the TAD. Let me go to expanded mode. Okay, now I've got the ability to see which way is which. Now, approaching from the west, this is the friendly location right here at steer point 2. Speaking of that, okay, let me steer on over and let me get my pod. Just leave it on over to there. Okay, onto the friendly locations, although it's masked. Okay, now, let's see here. Okay, on the road from the west, so tell you what I'm going to do. Okay, there's a hill coming over. Let me just throw down a mark point right there. I'm making mark alpha. And speaking of stuff with the CDU, let me go flight plan, manual, steer. I'll keep it on flight plan for now. Okay, steer point 2. So what I'm going to do is just have my pod over there on the steer point. And okay, it's unmasked now. Let me go. Actually, let me get eyes on that location first. So at this point, I should be coming around and... Okay, it's just a little bit off my left at this point. Okay, so let me go up here. 70, 60 degrees for 11 miles. So right out here? Yeah, I just need one pass like this just to make sure that I'm oriented and I'm looking in the right direction here. Okay, so 30 degrees, 10 miles. 20, so it should be right up here past this little ridge. Okay, friendly location right there. So the west is in this direction. Okay, got it. Now let me get into the pod. I'm on the friendlies right now. Okay, pod is soy. Let me go with the... Yep, white hot on black background. Increase the gain a little bit. Let's start to look over into the west. Now, I think the mark point alpha that I just put down is right here at the top of this ridge. And I'm just a little bit too low to really do what I'm trying to do here. Now, having civilian road traffic on is going to make this darn near impossible. Okay, let me go ahead and get some more altitude just so that I can see a little bit more about what's going on in here. Okay, coming back around, and okay, it's going to be masked for a little bit. Okay, while that's masked, let me do some more cleanup in the cockpit. Let me go dismiss. Actually, let me go contact the JTAC real quick. Even though there was the JTAC I was just talking to, but I'll go VHF FM, F4, check in 30 minutes.
1-1, this is in field 112, E10, 5 nautical east of IP, Mazda 2000, armed with AGM-65D, AGM-65H, bombs, CBU 97, CBU 87, 2,300 cannon. Playtime is 0 plus 30. Available for tasking. What do you have for us?
Okay, verify master arm, gun pack, laser arm, targeting pod is on. Let me make sure that my missiles are warmed up.
Infield 1-1. This is finger 1-1. Type 3 in effect. It's eyes and ready for 9 miles.
Okay, gotcha. Ready to copy.
Ready to copy.
Okay, and coming back around now, I'll unmask here in about 30 seconds.
Mazda 246 nautical 708 MSL APC column.
Okay, APC column on the road, just as was called in. There was the coordinates, no marked.
257-293, no mark. East 2,500 meters. Troops in contact.
Okay, gotcha. I'm coming up on Mazda right now, so I'm just going to run in straight from here.
Ready for remarks and further talk on.
Okay, let's do that. Copy. Ready to copy.
Ready to copy remarks.
Now, I have a little bit more altitude, so I should be able to look in there. I've got something exploding out there, don't I? I've got 3 vehicles on the road. I had an explosion right there. Okay, remark. I saw that in the top left. It didn't say anything, but it was request bombs. Okay, yeah, that works for me. Let's go back to the dismiss. Let's go ahead and go to the CBU profile. Make it active. Okay, CBU 105 is active. Okay, now let me get this location in the pod here. Yeah, and the slew switch on the Warthog just drives me nuts sometimes. Come on. Okay, just slide back over to the friendlies. Now, from there. Was I cleared hot? That was kind of a weird JTAC interaction we had there.
700.
Okay, whatever, I'll take it.
57293. Read that correct.
Okay, a lot of traffic.
1-1. Standby data.
Okay, data coming in. Stand by on that. I'm kind of occupied.
1-1. Clear to engage.
Good to engage. Okay, I've got APCs right here. Okay, CBU 97s with this vehicle traffic is just, well, I don't know. I'll have an opening right here. I can do it right here. Okay, point track. No, I've got another vehicle coming in. Okay, let me go off this pass 3 miles. Now that wouldn't work with that civilian road traffic coming in.
Contact armored target, 11 o'clock, port 5.
Okay, message, and this is just the normal JTAC message right there. Okay, back to the TAD, and I'm off. Just going to set back up on the IP and come back in. That just wasn't going to work. Let me go back to AGM65's profile. I'm trying to get used to different ways of doing this. I usually just do it using the HOTAS, but I want to try this just so I don't have to fumble around with it as much. Okay, yeah, message, and let me acknowledge that. Is it? Yeah, TMS left. Okay, so reestablishing on the IP, and I'll come back around on that. I still should have the pod right there on that location. I'll just come back around, fire the AGM65s, and be done. Okay, they've slowed down. Got one burning. Point track. Make that speed. Okay, Maverick's called up, and this might be a little bit tricky, but I'm just going to come back around. Get visual on the friendlies and take the Maverick shot.
R11, this is Finger. EMP-1 platoon approaching our position from the east on hardball. Out.
This is Finger 1-1. Type 3 in effect. Advise and ready for knock.
Okay, well, I guess they took care of them themselves. I guess that's the way the mission is set up. I mean, if you...
Contact armored target, 6 o'clock.
if you're going to make it that easy on me, yeah, whatever, I'll take it. Okay, and that was called in
6 o'clock, port 5.
from the east, on the road, Mark Point Bravo. Let me go to the Mark Point real quick. Slave everything on over. Let me go to the pod, actually, and slave the pod over to the Mark Point. I'll do this with Maverick again if I can get some eyes on these guys. Okay, coming on around. Okay, let me zoom out. I'm coming back down in the direction of the friendlies right now, along the road. Let me engage the autopilot. I'm at a good altitude now. All the way back up. Surely that's got to be the right road, right? I was on the Mark Point. Okay, I guess I passed the friendlies. Let me get it back over to Bravo. I'm on Mark Alpha. That explains it. Okay, now Bravo. Now Bravo, going west. Okay, that looks convoyish right there. Okay. APC, APC, APC. That's a ZU-23 on a truck chassis. Let's get a point track on this guy. Because I'm going to hit you with a missile here in just a second. Have two. Come on, lock him up. Okay, got him. Okay, pod at speed. Now, how am I looking here? I've got 5.8, so I should be able to come around with a missile. Get right on this guy. Now, let's go ahead and slave all on over there. Okay, that's 180, isn't it? Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
Warning, autopilot.
Now, come back around. Get eyes on the friendlies real quick. Make sure I'm not going to blow up any civilian traffic on the road. And I'll take this shot. Okay, gimbal limits, and I won't get it in until I'm around another 20, 30 more degrees. Okay, friendly location, got it, right there behind the hill. No, actually, I stand correct. That's the friendly location right up here. That's the road to the east. Okay, got it. 6 miles. Narrow. Track. Little left. Take the shot. Let's see if I can get the lead vehicle now as well. Okay, narrow. Lock. Shot. Okay, that's good for this pass. Off. And I'll tell you what, too, while you're at it, let me go UHF, wingman, engage ground targets with missile from wherever you're at. And I'm just going to come back out here to the IP and hold, get back in there on the pod, see what I can see. Okay, that was one good hit. 2 good hits. Okay, that worked out pretty well. I did have a civilian vehicle that probably got a little bit damaged there as it was passing the convoy, but yeah, that's fine. Now I just need to come back and support 2. I think I got the only AAA. Okay, 2's in. That's a missile launch off of 2. Okay, visual. Okay, gotcha. Was I looking at the wrong place just then?
Hog 1-1, this is Finger. T-55 tank platoon approaching our position from the west on hardball. Out.
This is Finger 1-1. Type 3 in effect. Advise and ready for 9 line.
Okay, I'll play the JTAC game this time. Okay, let me go VHF FM, ready to copy. Although it's going to be over there about the same place. Let me go ahead and... Okay, 2's still... 2, you're still going to town, aren't you? Okay, now you're rejoining. That's fine. Okay, let's leave it on over to Alpha. Okay, 6 o'clock for 5. Okay, stand by.
2, 4, 9, 7 nautical, 808 MSL. Tank column on the road. Moving northeast. Echo Kilo 2, 4, 3, 2, 9, 4. No
Okay, gotcha. Sounds like about the same place as the first group, maybe a little bit further out. Okay, gotcha. East back to Mazda, gotcha. I'm out. Established on Mazda right now. Okay, I'm going to need the remarks on this one. Okay, give me the remarks. I need the data as well. Okay, gotcha. Ready to copy.
Ready to copy remarks.
Okay, Zeus East, 0 nautical. Use bombs. Make attack heading 210. I'll use missiles again. Just for... That's weird. Both missiles came off the right rail. That should have been like... I think left outboard, right outboard. Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, anyway. Okay, I'm back onto Merc Point Alpha, and boy, this JTAC interaction this time is just going weird. Okay, back to VHF FM. We'll give it a read back.
800 Echo Kilo 2, 4, 3, 2, 9, 4.
Usually it's...
Heading 0, 0, 0, 2, 1, 0. Read back correct.
Warning,
Infield
autopilot.
1. Standby data.
Okay, data coming in.
Infield 1, 1. Clear to engage.
Okay, gotcha.